If you are among those 55 and older and in the market for a job or a career change, things do appear to be looking up. The latest issue of the AARP Bulletin shows 67% of all new jobs went to workers aged 55 plus. There are still a lot of challenges, though, that older workers do face when they are on the job. And Jim Flaherty from the Madison chapter of the AARP is with us today to talk about workplace bullying. This is something we're hearing more and more about, but let's start with the numbers. We are seeing greater numbers of people who are older being hired back to work.
We are. So that's the good news. The bad news is bullying does go on in the workplace, and it does seem to be more and more being targeted at the 55 plus group. A study by CareerBuilder showed that 29% of folks 55 or older have reported being bullied in the workplace, and that's the highest of any demographic. And the other statistic is the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. They fielded 5,100 claims of age-based harassment in 2007. That number is up to 6,400 in 2011. So we know that it's increasing, and we know that it's impacting the 55 plus folks.
Is it that it's increasing that much, or that we're actually more aware of it now? People are talking about it and we're encouraged to report it?
Both, you know, and I think that's kind of a carryover from now bullying is a huge huge focus in the schools. You know, you see that in middle schools, high schools, grade schools, a lot more emphasis to stop bullying. So I think you're right. The topic of bullying is coming to the forefront a lot more. But you know, the fact that 1 in 4 older adults are being bullied, you know, these are only the ones that are reported. There's, you know, countless more that aren't being reported. The fact that more are reporting it is shocking.
I want to get to this really quick because we're running out of time. But you have some advice. First is take care of you. You say protect your physical and mental health first, and if you need medical help, seek it. But some of these other points I want to mention. Write it down.
Yeah.
Talk about what was said, document.
Right. Just like with any forms of harassment, what you want to do is make sure that you document everything that is said, because that will improve your case if you talk to an employer about the bullying. Not just write down what was said, but write down who else was present in the room when it was said. That's key. You also want to make sure that you look at any of your company's internal policies relating to bullying in the workplace. I think a lot of people would be surprised that their company has a zero tolerance for that. And then investigate your legal options. State and federal laws are very clear about age-based discrimination, and you know, your company policies are clear. And go ahead and go out and seek an attorney's advice.
I think two of the final points I want to make real quick here. You say brace yourself and update your resume. If you do file a charge, there could be retaliation.
Yes.
And you may end up needing to look for a new job.
Sometimes that's the best way, is you just can't take it anymore, and for your own peace of mind and your own personal health, you just go out and seek another job. But retaliation does exist, but it is illegal. So, you know, all of that needs to be documented and brought forward.
Definitely targeted this conversation for older workers, but happens to a lot of folks.
Happens to a lot.
Workplace. Some good advice. Jim, thanks. Always good to see you. Still ahead to